it's Bourbon Night live. Hello, how is everyone doing?
That's Chad. I'm Sarah, if you're new. But I see a lot of not new people in the chat, which I always love to see.
Hello, not new people.
Some friends.
Yeah.
Or otherwise known as friends.
Enemies. It could be enemy or frenemies.
Why would...
We're going to keep you close. I don't know.
What'd they do to you?
You said, I don't know, that maybe they're not friends. I was like, well, what could they be if they're not friends?
No, I said maybe they're not new. Oh, anyways.
Okay.
Never mind.
That's how that thought process happened.
Oh my gosh.
But hope everyone is doing well. We are starting off with something in our glass, as we sometimes do, with a sample from a friend, with a little help from our friends. This is actually from our friend...
Or frenemies, I guess.
Yeah, frenemies.
As Chad would say.
This is from our buddy Perry, who does This Is My Bourbon podcast. And I was on his podcast this last episode. So if you want to go hear Perry and I talk about some stuff, this being one of them. This was Single Cask Nation. This is their Wild Turkey, 115.4. That's barrel proof, single barrel. There was like 150 bottles of this sold. And it's sort of like a lottery system, you know. And he sent us home with a little bit so you could get to try it because you weren't able to make that recording. So that's what we're sipping on right now.
This doesn't have like what I'm used to, a Wild Turkey profile tasting like. It's a little more grain forward, and it almost also has a little bit of a nutty note to it that I don't normally attribute to Wild Turkey. So when I first sipped it, I was like, you said this is what again?
Well, you know, we said it on the podcast that besides Rare Breed, which is a batched barrel proof, you don't get an opportunity to get a single barrel proof offering from Wild Turkey unless you get this from Single Cask Nation. So
I guess that's true.
You know, it is
hadn't
different.
thought about it that way.
Yeah.
So what are we doing tonight, Chad?
We got a few new things. And if you're watching the replay, there should be chapter markers down there. You can jump around to it.
And if you're new, subscribe.
Yes, if you're new,
if you like
over.
it.
Yeah.
If you want to be alerted next Sunday.
Hit the subscribe, hit the bell, hit the thumbs up.
Although I don't know if we're going to go. We were debating this earlier, if we're going to go live next Sunday or not. Because we can't remember if we did it last year or not, because it's 4th of July weekend and a lot of people are traveling and at the lake and stuff like that. And I don't know what we're going to be doing, so TBD. I feel like a lot of people are out of town, though, so maybe not. Maybe we'll just do a makeup live during the week or an Instagram live. I think we got one of those coming up that we need to do, so
we'll see.
Stay tuned on that.
But tonight, we're going to start off with the 1792 12-year. We also have the new Five Brothers, which is from Heaven Hill.
It's just called Five Brothers.
It's just called Five Brothers. That's a Rick and Morty joke. I mean...
Which is also on tonight.
It's a riff on a Rick and Morty joke. Interdimensional cable. So, that's a deep cut.
It's just called Two Brothers.
It's just called Two Brothers. And then we've got a very unique Silverback single barrel, and there's a story that goes along with that. So, first off, I see the Bourbon Wrench is in here, Captain Trove Wilson.
Happy belated birthday.
I want to say happy birthday. I don't know if your actual birthday was Friday?
Sorry, we couldn't make it.
We're not, but we sent you that video mere hours before your stream.
We wished we could have been
up there at Justin's House of Bourbon in Louisville, and actually, it was because... Let me back my cursor. I always forget which way it goes.
I'm not sure what's going on right now. But yeah, everybody give a happy belated birthday to...
This gentleman's birthday right here, Jay.
That's Jay. Hopefully he's cool with us using his picture.
And that's a cow.
He took it with us, so,
yeah.
You know. That cow was delicious.
That was a very delicious cow. That was an
70s.
Ezra Brooks 12-year.
From the 70s.
From the 70s.
It was a tasty treat.
And...
I would like more of that.
Yeah.
All the time.
We made some new friends.
We did make new friends.
Dare we remember all of their names?
I like making them.
And list them?
Why would you put me on the spot like this? Well, there was obviously Jay.
Steve.
And Bob. And Dave. And Peter.
And Peter.
And is that it?
Yeah, I think so. That was it from...
No. Yes?
Who are we forgetting?
I think that's
You said Bob. You said Dave.
Well, now
Peter.
you've done this.
Who's T-Bone?
Yeah, but nobody else wants to watch this.
Okay.
So you started it, and now we probably forgot one of them, and we can't just sit here and debate it. Because that's bad. That's bad TV.
They'll let us know, and we'll feel terrible about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you started it, so I won't feel bad. You can feel bad.
Yeah.
I think we got them all.
Well, Scott says that he's not available next weekend. That sways our process, so...
That settles it.
Yeah.
Can we tell him what we're going to be doing next weekend?
Yeah. What are we doing next weekend?
Well, we're doing some cleaning of it. We're doing some reorganization.
Sure.
We don't have to.
No, go for it.
Well, so exciting news. We have outgrown our current merch fulfillment area that we have set aside, and so we have a detached garage. So instead of like renting a warehouse space, because that gets expensive, we were like, we got a little money back on our taxes, so that was nice. So yeah, that in combination with like the support that we get here and stuff, I mean, just a little bit of that, but most of the taxes, we're turning our garage into like our fulfillment studio / candle making area / bottle cutting, and it's gonna be it's Bourbon Night merch.
It's a whole thing.
Studio.
Yeah. Temperature controlled and,
very good.
And
yes.
Shelves upon shelves
and daylight.
That's where all the boxes will be held, and so it's one more step in our fledgling little operation here known as WhiskyAmbitions.com.
Now we can say that we started in our garage,
and this long sleeve.
Like all the greats.
Palo Alto. Yeah.
Yeah, we started in our garage.
We're basically Silicon Valley in Kentucky.
And we do have more merch coming, which is part of the reason. Like, I know we always say that, and we are always working on stuff, but actually it is arriving in this has started arriving and is arriving in this week.
I'm looking at some right now.
We're going to put it up
off camera
in about 2 weeks-ish for our 5-year anniversary. We don't want to put stuff up a little bit at a time, because then what if you guys order, you pay for shipping, and then another thing comes up and you're like, oh, but I want that too. So we're going to do a big batch upload of new things. Mm-hmm. And we'll have our new fulfillment studio space, and it's going to be great. Yeah. I'm very excited.
Yeah. Also in the news, want to congratulate, I see that Whiskey Mountains is in the chat. Want to congratulate her.
What an amazing
for
stream.
Very successful. The whiskey community was talking about it. May be the most successful single live stream as far as raising funds. I think it was... over 10,000?
Please share if you will.
Yeah.
What the final
share in the chat.
I think that's right, though.
It was a very successful fundraising campaign for Alzheimer's, and
cheers to that.
Cheers to you. Cheers to everyone who participated and donated, and that's just unbelievable. And that cowbell is also for Joseph Brezo. Hold on, Joseph.
He says, so you talked me into ordering the other Nulu as well. Enablers. Yes, it's our fault.
Yeah.
I don't remember convincing anyone. Well, I guess just our descriptions of them. We need to check our counts on those.
Yeah, we do.
Those may be
dwindling. My friend Kevin ordered both of them, and I just get this text from him the other morning, because he's on third shift. That's why. It's not like he's drinking in his actual morning, but he was like, y'all's picks are flippin' amazing, except he didn't say flippin'.
Oh, you just want to not get demonetized. That's cute.
Just want to keep all them potential revenue commercials.
Nice. And we're confirming that it was over $10,000, says Whiskey Mountains, in 2 hours' time.
Wow.
Which is very impressive.
Yeah, that is great.
Super exciting.
That is so great. That is awesome.
I mean, what do you even say? Just the whiskey community. Yeah. So amazing, generous. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's fun to drink with you guys. That's what we're here to do, right? But there's so many other layers to that.
To make a difference, yeah.
Yeah, to make a difference and just feel the love from you guys.
And cheers to the gentleman who might even have it now.
It was shipped earlier this week.
Shipped out our 4-gate rye pick.
That is right.
Yeah.
Yes, congrats. Hope you enjoy.
So let's finish up this. What do you think of this single Cask Nation? It's $101, by the way, Sarah. But think about this. A good Russell's pick, $65-$70, and that's cut down. This is the only way, again, to get a barrel-proof single barrel from Wild Turkey. $101, there's no competition, so $30 more. Are you mad about it?
May I speak freely? No. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. It's good. It's really good.
I like it a lot.
And if you blinded me with it and didn't tell me what it was, I think I just went into this expecting what I feel is like a standard Wild Turkey profile.
Sure.
And I'll also say it's my first pour of the day, so bear with me in that.
Right.
I mean, I think it's really tasty. I just was expecting something that's more along the lines of traditional turkey, and this isn't, in my opinion. It's still really tasty, so I don't know if I'm being fair to it or not.
Okay, well,
I assume you really like it because you're all.
I mean, I
Yay.
wasn't. It wasn't like, oh, this is the best thing I've ever had. But yeah, no, I think it was priced correctly because of what it is, and I thought that.
I just really like some Russell single barrel picks. It's hard to beat those.
I mean, no spoilers on the podcast. You should go listen to that. Again, this is my bourbon podcast. But one thing I said was, I feel like it's like a really, really good Russell's pick.
Yes.
Yeah. Cheryl.
Fair. But I appreciate getting to try it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I think I just need to revisit it.
This is cool. Kilko says he got to do his first meetup yesterday. He went home with 30 samples and 8 bottles. The whiskey community always leaves me speechless with their generosity. Yeah, absolutely. Good job, Kilko.
Good job. Congrats on that.
Yeah. All right, we're going to move on to 1792 12-year. Unfortunately, we are dipping down in proof, so this might not have been the best sample to start with, but I wanted to.
But he wanted to, and I just showed up and it was already poured, so that was nice.
Yeah.
So just curious, why this? Why tonight?
You know, it's just kind of been sitting there on the to open shelf, and I was like, I feel like tonight might be the night. It's sort of like a little mishmash. There's no real...
It's a mishmash.
No real theme to it, but it's just sort of like, hey, let's drink some new things.
Sure, I like that.
And increase in proof as we go. So this was $50. We bought this at Total Wine. This was back
late fall of last year,
in
towards
2020.
the end of the year,
yeah. These are kind of, at least in our area, hard to come by.
I mean, I haven't seen another one since we got this one.
No, and I hadn't seen one before then for a while. We missed out on, like, another run of them, I guess, at one point. So we were...
But we hadn't even opened this one.
I know.
So who are we to buy more?
No, I mean before that.
Oh, before that.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Like a year or more before that.
Oh.
So we're glad that
we really are late.
This is our first bottle. So pause for cork pop. Okay.
I felt like that cork was going to snap off, to be honest. Now, we did just get the second batch of Bookers from this year, which we didn't have before. So that'll be coming up on a live soon. We need to open that up and then compare it to...
Yeah, probably next week.
The first one. Next week, or the next time we do it live.
Or the next time we do
If we decide not to do it for the holiday.
The next live.
I just don't want people to feel torn between enjoying their long weekend and sitting down for an hour with us.
Sure.
Especially, we can wait for you guys. We'll make it up some other way.
96.6 proof.
Ooh.
$50 for a 12-year. I feel like the price, I mean, again, we've seen this secondary for $100, so already double right there. So it is kind of limited, but a 12-year, $50 MSRP, that's a good price.
Kind of smells
sub
like
100, but
musty cherries. Like if cherries came in one of those cardboard cartons at like a market or something. And it's kind of musty. But there's that cherry grapey, sometimes Sazerac company note.
Yeah. The Barton note.
Yeah.
It's sort of coming off as a peach to me. A little bit. Peach or a plum?
Peaches.
Peach or a plum?
And like also a little bit of milk chocolate, like Hershey's chocolate. Not like...
Not sorry.
No offense.
Oh, that's Reese's.
That's Reese's. No offense to... I mean, offense, but no offense, I guess, to anyone who likes Hershey's. That's just like not... like higher percentage chocolate. Like... It's mainstream chocolate.
Okay.
Just saying. I'm just kidding. A little.
Glenn and Kathy Golf Whiskey says Open Booker's 2021-02 tonight. I got so used to saying like 2020-01, 2020-02.
No, it's 2021-01.
2021-02 just does not roll off the tongue.
It doesn't.
Well, thank you for that super chat.
You could say 2101.
Yeah.
You could just shorten it.
2102.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, hopefully you liked it. No spoilers. But we'll see, yeah.
They can spoil if they want.
Sure.
We owe them a cheers. And I think that's the last one.
It was. Yep.
This tastes like chocolate-covered cherries.
Like a cordial?
Right, like out of like a Valentine's box or whatever. It could be creamy, it could be not. I don't know yet.
Yeah, good call. It does sort of taste like it's something else that has something in the middle, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Like a chocolate-covered cherry.
Yeah.
Just like that? Wow.
Why?
That's all I'm getting now. I can, like, hear the crispy, like, covering thing that goes inside the box of chocolates, like, and smell it. I feel like I'm just, I feel like someone's going to make a Forrest Gump joke. And please, I guess, go for it. Or maybe I just, like, nullified that by saying it, by identifying it. I'm not sure.
Here, I'm gonna do something here.
What are you going to do? Okie dokie.
Boom.
You're going to be handing them out then? Because, just the one?
For right now.
Okay.
I felt generous. Bestow upon you.
Okay, you felt generous. The generous people are the ones who show up to mod every week.
I know. Isn't that messed up?
We don't deserve them.
Isn't that messed up?
And they're so kind.
Yeah.
Just saying. So bestowed upon you. Like, give me a break.
We've been watching a lot of Mythic Quest, and I feel like I'm really starting to channel Ian.
That's disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch Mythic Quest...
I'm going to cut my beard
please don't.
His, or it's just the handlebar.
Wow. He's single in that show, right? Yeah. Nobody wants to be around him very much. No.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you.
That is a good show, though. We slept on it for a while.
Yeah.
This is... The more I sip, there's like a building heat that settles right here. And I think some of the maturity starts to come through from that 12 years. At first, it drank a bit sweet for me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it totally drinks 1792.
It's starting to kind of... It very, very much 1792. Yeah. But I think I might... I don't know. I think I might prefer the full proof. It's hard to say. I'm just getting acquainted with this. I think I've tasted it once.
I feel like it's, different mash bill. But it's the Weller 12 or Weller Antique 107 proof, It's sort of like that. Typically, we go Antique 107 because we just get more flavor out of there instead of the 90 proof. Is this going to be the same situation, 125 proof with a full proof or, 96.6?
Yeah.
With this 12-year. I don't know. But yeah, you're right. Very milk chocolate, very dark. Cherry. It's pretty much what I'm getting out of there, as we said. And
yeah.
I mean, it's good. I like it.
I do, too. I'm still trying to feel it out about how exactly I feel about it. Like,
I'm
obviously,
really glad
I'm drinking it.
Yeah, I'm really glad it's not $80 or $90.
What is this proof?
96.6.
It drinks hotter than that. Don't you think?
So?
Oh, yeah. Well, I've had several sips because, it's me. And it's really started to settle in my chest. And I feel like it's, it's a lot. Yeah. Wayne says, speaking of chocolate, we had your chocolate pecan pie tonight, Sarah. Delish.
Oh.
I do love that pie. I need to be working on more recipes. Who has the time? No, I will make the time. But there's so many things I want to do. I really just don't have enough time in the day. And I also have to take a shower at some point. So, that's non-negotiable.
Sometime during the week.
Sometime.
Scott Pigley's got a good idea. He said, I had a content idea for you. It's like this or that, but one bottle from a distillery and one sourced from that same distillery. I like that.
That's intriguing.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be like...
Oh, for Wayne.
Maybe we could do a couple. Ooh, I have a good idea.
Okay.
But this is for Wayne. What if it's called... Trademark 2021, it's Bourbon Night. Blind Date. And it's 3 things that are sourced from the same distillery, but we would have to have someone else pour them. So we don't know what they are. I mean, I guess we could do it ourselves.
We could do it our Fly Fight way.
Right, but it would be 3 things, and then they're all from the same distillery, but they're all, like, like, it could be the same mash bill, but it has to be, like, different bottles. And then you have to say which one you want to, like,
so it's more like
pick.
It's more like the Bachelorette game, or not the Bachelorette.
No, it's like
the dating game.
That's what I mean, where 3 people are sitting behind the thing.
Yeah, I can never remember which one that...
I think it's called Blind
Date? You might be right.
Okay. Anyways, I thought it was cute.
I like it.
It could have its own intro music and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know, it could be cute.
Lisa, thank you for the super chat.
Thanks, Lisa.
Appreciate that.
Bottle cheers. Bing.
Ooh, different timbre.
Very different. I need to put out a poll that's just like an open-ended question of what recipes people want to see next, because I want to make the thing that you want.
See James Wolverton with that. He says Castle and Key and Pinhook.
Oh, we could
Nice.
do that.
I mean, you could do that so many times over with MGP.
Right.
So many times.
But I think a lot, you could do with Heaven Hill.
I feel like they would need to be around the same proof, not
right. It couldn't be too
plus
far
or
off.
minus 5 to 8 points.
Yeah.
Probably like 5 if it's plus or minus.
They'd have to be in the same neighborhood as far as price and proof.
Mm-hmm.
So it would make it hard to choose them, but that would just mean we would only do episodes every once in a while, which I feel like it would just be a nice little sprinkling of episodes.
Like a sprinkle.
What a cute idea that I had that you're going to take credit for. No, I'm just kidding.
Copyright Chad 2021. I feel like the more
You can't because I already did it.
I know. I feel like the more you sip on this,
the more it tames
the
down.
more I'm appreciating it.
I agree. I still think I might prefer full proof though.
I mean, yeah, full proof is kind of hard to beat.
Where not at though?
It would be right there.
Can you get it? Well, you're closer. I want to know what love is. No, I want to know about
what is love.
Well, I was kind of going back
don't hurt me.
off of the blind date
Don't
thing.
hurt me. No more.
Chase.
I think we need to get wheels on these things so we can just.
I'm sorry.
The chairs.
Well, that's fine. You go for it. Do you?
Tim. So just got back from Kentucky. Toured Independent Stave. Barrel was really interesting. Also recommended the tasting with Dixon at the Beaumont. Old Owl Tavern, by the way, great food. Agreed.
Yes.
And then Brian Brennicky saying, I think us older folks remember the dating game, and you youngins think of blind date.
Yeah.
Wait, which camp was I falling into there?
You were saying it wasn't blind date.
I was saying the dating game. Damn you, Brian Brennicky.
So.
Damn you. But also thank you for the super chat.
And also,
both Tim and Brian.
He likes knowing that he's also right, so he'll take the insult sandwich with the also being right. No, it's not an insult.
With the super chat, which is us. That's what makes it the sandwich.
We were just doing a tasting last night at a private event that had a bunch of like 22-year-olds there who had all, just graduated college and stuff, and so they're celebrating, and basically it was their introduction to bourbon, which was so cute because I feel like a lot of them really participated, and it made me so proud. I was expecting a lot of kids to just, like, I say kids when I mean, 22-year-old college graduates.
I just wanted them to get off the lawn.
But it was really sweet. Like, a lot of them came up to us afterwards and were like, I feel like I learned something. Thank you so much. It was so sweet. I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, yeah, we were talking to them about something or other. I'm good. And we were just comparing, like, because we were drinking and it got on the topic of, like, how old are you? I can't believe you're that old. Them saying to us, and I was like, you just wait. You'll blink and you'll be, and I'm sure you guys feel the same way about me. But just wait. You'll blink and you'll be 30 and your back will hurt every day. Con. Pro. You now have money to buy fun adult things like bourbon.
You have money to buy that CBD cream to rub on your back.
On your back, right? And it feels fancy and nice.
Hold on one sec. Michelle, would you like to read Michelle?
Michelle says, cheers from Baltimore. We enjoyed our first trip away from home since COVID. Heading home tomorrow, but we didn't want to miss you guys tonight. Oh, they made time in their vacation for us.
Very nice. Plus, hold on.
Oh, Cameron calling it. Whoa, we gotta get the triangle out.
From Cameron.
Cameron says, Bardstown Bourbon Company Discovery Series 5 review coming soon? Question mark. We actually need to get out and find that bottle. I know it's at the distillery.
Tasted it.
We have tasted it, right, but we need to get out and get the bottles. Of that and Fusion 5.
And Drew Bolin.
Drew. No.
22-year-olds. We all know Sarah prefers 18-year-olds. Ah!
I'm never going to live that down.
No, you're not.
My whole life. No, I'll be an old woman somewhere. And someone will be like, don't you prefer 18-year-olds?
You should go listen to Perry's episode that I was on, and then the episode before it. It gets brought up in both.
About me, specifically.
That line.
Okay, but I feel like someone from, like, social services is going to come knock on my door or something. Not social services, because we don't have kids. Apparently, thankfully. Jeez. Ugh.
Do you want to read the next one, and then we can triangle cheers?
Easy Nick says, new to your channel and bourbon. Ooh, oh, but I love to see you here. Thank you. Started my bourbon journey with Wild Turkey 101, respectable, and Elijah Craig small batch 94 proof. Enjoying both very much. Thanks for the entertaining content and love your banter. Nice. Subscribed. Keep up the great work.
Awesome.
That's a triangle worthy.
For all you.
Thread of things that just happened.
Yes.
I'm so happy that you joined.
Starting back with Michelle, we got Cameron, Woodrew, and Easy Nicks.
That's how I read it, anyways.
Yeah.
I can't read.
It's like Stevie Nicks,
so, but it's easy.
Okay, we each have. Wait, where's your full proof? Mine's on the right.
I'm drinking it.
Okay.
Was I not supposed to be doing that?
You're fine. Just put this one on your left, because
okay.
then the bottles read.
They'll never let that line go, says Ray.
But should they? No. If you don't know the episode...
I think I literally looked at Chad and was like, please don't put that in there. It's like full Legion shit.
If you don't know the episode, it's the BTAC 2020 Buffalo Trace Antique Collection episode. It's worth a watch.
I gotta say, I think the noses on these are more similar than I was thinking that they would be. But I think I prefer the full proof. It has a little bit more depth and boldness to it, I guess.
Well, it's more spice and it's less cherry.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. No t-shirt. No, Todd. That will not be a t-shirt. Every man who wears that will immediately be stopped and questioned by the police. Rightfully so. No, I don't know. I don't actually know what would happen, but I'm not going to make that.
That's like a shirt you can only wear in Daytona on spring break or something. I mean, it's not like I remember...
I would feel super icky asking a designer to make that t-shirt. I would
remember,
never do
it. You remember the 7-Up commercials back in the late 90s? It was make 7 up yours. Make 7 up yours. And I was like, that's so funny. And I bought one of those shirts and I wore it at spring break. And then I don't think I usually wore it again because it was like...
Because, like, where can you wear it?
Like, I don't want people walking down the street just see up yours and they're like, what's the problem with this guy?
What's this guy's deal?
Yeah, but...
I bet at least one person in the world got beat up over that shirt.
Oh, I'm sure.
It wasn't you.
Mm-mm.
So that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Wasn't me, anybody. Everybody.
Okay. This is holding its own better than I thought.
Actually, it is. It's weird
how... It has a nice mouthfeel.
Yeah, the mouthfeel, and also just, like, the presence on the mouthfeel, like your side cheeks.
As opposed to your butt cheeks.
Right. Really holds up on this 100 proof 12-year-old.
John Wadsworth says that shirt would have to be airbrushed. I agree. There's no other way. There's no other way that shirt could exist in the world.
Then underneath it would say, done in a mall. At a kiosk.
Oh, Lord. RVA Whiskey, thank you for the super chat. Says, just picked up both the new loot picks. Can't wait to do the head-to-head with them in a blind taste-off. Cheers. That's exciting.
Thank you much.
Put that? Thank you.
I'll cheers you with a full proof.
We have gone back and forth. I haven't quite decided which one's my favorite.
I still think... Although
I start with one and then I'm like, but maybe no, today it's this one, and then I go back.
I will say the Big Sip is rising in my book, but
Agreed.
I still think A Dame to Drink For
is the one to beat.
Is my favorite. That's 133.
For our profile.
Yes, for our profile. But they're both so damn good, aren't they? We're talking about our new loot picks. Right now it's currently just for patrons. Might make it outside.
Patreon only. We actually have to get a revised count.
Right.
Submit a ticket to get a number.
If it makes it out, I'll be surprised because they're so damn good. But there was a lot of bottles.
It was high yield, so that is always nice.
Yeah. Joey Tony Bag of Donuts says, hello, hello, IBN. I'm pretty sure he meant for me to read it that way. Just opened the new loot picks. Thank you. Are they Barton? No, actually. They are, they're MGP.
They're sourced from MGP.
Yeah. They are MGP 21% rye.
Tasty stuff.
Bourbons. Yes. They're very good.
Very good.
Thank you.
Indeed. IC86 says it's getting rowdy in here tonight. In the chat or over here? Actually, I'm feeling
both.
I'm feeling a little spicy today. Also, I'm regretting this long sleeve shirt.
Okay, that's fine. You can roll them up.
Okay.
Sold out? Says Joseph?
What sold out?
No way. We were wanting to buy a few more. Oh no.
No way.
I hope they're not sold out.
We'll have to again, we're waiting. I don't like to email people who help us out on the weekends.
On the weekends,
it's
yeah.
their time.
We were going to wait till...
Even if they're going to see it on Monday, we're going to wait till tomorrow morning.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was really expecting the Foolproof to blow this one out of the water, and it's really not.
It's not. I still like it better, though. Mm-hmm. Just for me, personally. It still has those, like, grapey cherry notes, but it's balanced by a little bit more spice. I get a little bit more barrel. They both have nice mouthfeels. It's a little bit deeper, richer, bolder. And that's just what I like.
Agreed. And I actually like how this one's a little bit lighter as far as not having that dark profile.
We're talking about going outside. Yeah. Look at me. I'm not going outside. It was 90-something degrees today here. I'm not going outside.
James Wolverton, our friend over at Castle and Key, amongst other
he says cheers.
Places. Thank you, James. He says cheers.
A kind gentleman.
Thank you much. Appreciate that.
And a scholar.
Queen.
Oh my gosh.
About a guillotine.
JG says, love, spicy Sarah with an H. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. I'm like, what did I eat today? And then I remembered I had...
Not much.
Not much. I did not eat much.
Yeah.
A protein shake and a salad. So that's probably why I'm feeling a little spicy. PSA, make sure you eat.
Right. All right, we better move on here, folks.
All right.
Crazy.
What do you mean? It's only 8:30. Nick Foles says, cash me outside. How about that? I was just trying to tell Chad about that girl the other day. I'm like, you remember? I couldn't remember what her name was. And I was trying to tell him, and he hadn't seen it. So I was like, that girl from the Dr. Phil show, Cash Me Outside. And he was like, I was like, doesn't she sing now? And he was like, I literally have no idea who you're talking about.
What you're talking about.
So I tried to...
Cash Me Outside. But you showed me the clip. And I was like, wow.
Amber says, I'm a noob. No, you are great. She says, what does Nulu mean? It just means Nulu.
It's a distillery.
So the name of the distillery is Prohibition Craft Spirits, but the bottle label is Nulu. Technically, it's named after the area in Louisville, so that's the Lou. Louisville, Kentucky, where the distillery is. So new, as in new and up-and-coming area, Lou being of Louisville. So that area was already named New Lou. Then the distillery opened and they named one of their... I assume that's the order that it happened in.
I would think so.
Because New Lou has been around the area for several years now. Mm-hmm. So there, we got to learn something today. Great question, Amber.
Great question. Thank you much.
I actually hadn't even thought about it until just now.
Yeah.
So I learned something today too. Okay, thank you, Nick. It's Bad Baby, but with B. She also has an H. BHAD, Bad Baby, BHABIE, Bad Baby.
Okay.
Catch me outside.
Big Vic. Cheers, guys. I was looking for a V-neck for the wifey, but I don't think you guys have any on your store. Any updates on that? Drink More Bourbon shirt.
Funny that you ask, Big Vic. I just ordered some samples of shirts, one of them being a V-neck, because I got to try it out for myself first, make sure I like it.
Right.
But it's the same material of like our normal shirts, so I just want to make sure cut-wise. But as you know, a lot of supply chain stuff, like sizes are out. Things are out of stock until like September. Mm-hmm. So I just got to try it out, make sure we've got a decent stock, and then we'll get some ordered. Put them on the website.
Big Vic.
Because I also want a V-neck. Oh, that was terrible. Sorry about that.
All right, we're going to move on to a new one. It's just called Five Brothers.
It's just called Five Brothers.
Five Brothers. We picked this up at the Heaven Hill expansion, what would you call it? Not groundbreaking. The opposite of that. Opening.
Ribbon cutting.
Ribbon cutting, yes. This is mostly going to be for sale at the distillery in their gift shop, but there's, you know how those things go. There's always a few bottles that trickle out. I wouldn't expect to see this outside of Kentucky, and if you do, then someone has gone to some links to get it out there, and it's probably being sold for more. It's sold for $59.99 at the distillery. It is 90 proof, and it is a 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9. Why did I put the and there?
5 and 6 and
5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9
it's
year
like that shirt
combination. Yes. Yeah. Which is for the Five Brothers. So quick little thing here. In 1933, the end of Prohibition sparked new interest in Kentucky bourbon. In Bardstown, 5 Shapiro brothers invested in a new distillery and eventually bought it outright. They had no inventory, no warehousing, and no brand.
Someone else is feeling spicy.
Yeah. But they did have patience and perseverance. Today,
like a lot of patience.
That distillery, spoilers,
it's Heaven Hill.
It's Heaven Hill. It's the largest family-owned and operated distillery in America. Made from Heaven Hill's traditional bourbon mash bill, this bourbon is an artful blend of 5 different ages, ranging from 5 to 9 years. This blending of ages honors the courage, dedication, and solidarity of those 5 brothers. 5 brothers.
I was trying to get the dog to hop up here. It's her birthday. She's 10.
But she's ornery and doesn't want to be
But
on
she just
camera.
came in here. She only walked in here to cough loudly and then leave. Now she's gone.
I'm 10.
She was like, excuse me, you're not paying attention to me.
Pause, record, pop. All right. So we did get to try this there.
Just a little. That's plenty.
Okay. And, we liked it. We haven't had a fresh crack, as they say. A neck pour.
This also smells musty. What's wrong with my nose today?
90 proof. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
5 and 6 and 7 and 8.
5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9.
While we sip this, thanks, Joseph Brazo. Rodney wants to know, is the Silver Dollar worth visiting? I vote yes. Although it has been about it was 2019 the last time we were there. So,
True.
Last time we were there, they had some great picks, good food, everything was nice. So, yeah, I would do it.
IC86 saying happy birthday, dog.
Another place I've wanted to visit, but we haven't, is Bourbon's Bistro in Louisville. Have not gone there.
Yeah,
But
I
want to.
was getting the typical Heaven Hill nuttiness on the nose.
Eric says, 5 brothers, don't they make hamburgers? That's 5 guys.
It's 5 guys.
They're not the same guys.
They're not brothers.
Different guys.
They might have been. No, I think one of them was a dad.
I think they're cousins.
I think it was like a dad and his sons. Yeah. Oh, look at this.
Look at y'all. How nice. I'll get a triangle for these two.
Brian Brunicky saying super chat for Zoe's birthday treats.
Zoe
then-
got so many treats and presents for her birthday.
Julie. Oh, is this Julie like?
Do you know another Julie L? That you want to tell me about?
No.
No?
I don't. But
Oh, you don't want to tell me about her.
I don't want to tell you about
I'm
her.
just kidding. Not to make you uncomfortable, Julie.
Just got home from vacay with 3 grandkids. Drank only tropical fruity stuff. Came home to your Nulu pick. Dan and I couldn't open it fast enough.
I love it.
I am a little Sarah with an H now, too. Thank you, Julie.
I like to have company, so thank you
Dan
for joining
and Julie.
me.
Thank you, the likes.
Yes, thank you. And Tony Bag of Donuts says, Sarah, me too with the nose. That's why I asked if Nula was Barton, because it smelled exactly the same as 1792. Interesting.
Wow.
This is smelling musty to me.
MGP can really have a lot of different...
That is like one of my biggest... If you give me something blind, MGP will throw me off.
Yeah.
Because I will guess everything in Kentucky under the sun before... it's tough.
It is tough. Maybe a 95.5 rye from MGP. That
is
would be
more
a pretty
identifiable.
Good
Yeah.
guess. But
Oh, Amy, thank you so much. Happy birthday, Zoe, she says. I'll do a little cowbell for both of those. I don't want her to get older. Can she just stay 10 forever?
yes.
Forever. I'll put that $10 towards for our renovated workshop garage. Zoe needs a new dog bed so that she can hang.
Yeah. That's true.
So I will put that towards that. Thank you. She likes her beds, so.
Yeah, but I'm getting, a little bit of nuttiness. There's a little bit of fruit on there. It's not a real pungent nose because it is just 90 proof.
It's really sweet and easy.
There's a little bit of honey in there.
It tastes like little caramel candies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just like...
I think it's really solid. Now, it is $60, and I think the thing to do would be to put this up against Elijah Craig 94 proof.
That, and I also want to put it up against Evan Williams Bottled and Bond and the new Evan Williams 1783.
Yeah, 1783. Bottled and Bond, are you talking about the 7-year or the extinct 6-year?
No, I'm talking about Evan Williams.
Oh, Evan Williams. Okay. I feel like this is a little bit more refined than Evan Williams. I mean, Evan Williams BIP.
I want to know in a blind.
All right, we'll have to do a blind.
$60 versus what, $22 for the bottled and bond.
I mean, I think you're getting, you're paying for the exclusivity with this guy.
Okay, but
I know that
if you're not from around here and you're having fun
when you're just drinking.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I just want to know. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm just saying I want to know. What are you doing? Get out of here.
Now, this is a pick. I couldn't. I meant to look on the set for a non-pick.
Thanks, Lil.
But, but I don't remember this one being like real off profile. So it's gonna be pretty close. It is, still a 94 proof Elijah Craig after all.
Okay, now that I'm nosing it again, it's opened up a little bit. I'm definitely getting that like signature Heaven Hill nuttiness.
Yeah.
It's not the same as Jim Beam.
No. Okay, so this will be our Elijah Craig right here.
Wait, this is blasphemy.
What is that?
Why wasn't that already a thing?
Oh, well, I don't know.
I feel like we owe some people some things. Oh, would you like to dole them out with all of your generosity?
As long as I can make this motion.
Wow. Crazy. Let's see.
94 proof Elijah Craig. Again, this is a pick, not completely fair.
And there's a couple harsh edges, right?
Sure. Yeah, I feel like you're just getting a little bit more refinement. That's why I thought, just by memory, putting this up against Evan Williams BIB.
A little more refinement, but I feel like this one has a little more flavor. Like, in a different way. It's got some... I mean, I guess it's a pick, so it's hard to say that just, like, concretely, but it has, I think, a little more personality. And if we're talking a difference of almost $40...
I'm tasting more age now on this one. I'm getting a little bit of leather, which I was not getting until I put it up against this Elijah Craig.
JG says, I'm counting sips to determine when Sarah with an H will arrive. 877 spicy now.
Ooh, that sounds like a 1-900 number. Don't call that.
I wouldn't Google it if I were you. I mean, I don't know what will come up. Do you have virus protection? It's none of my business.
Are you on a PC? If you're on a Mac, don't
If you want your computer to just die, then Google that. No. Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah, between the two, I'm going to give my pick to the Five Brothers. But you are talking about double the price.
Almost triple.
Almost triple.
I'm going to go here. Disagree. It's good. It's good. There's not enough difference between these two for me.
Disagree.
I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like it. But for $60, okay, I'll save $10, maybe $15. I'll just go buy Pikesville instead. I know it's not the same, but if I want something of a certain tier from Heaven Hill, great. I'll spend my money that way.
You used to be able to say I would buy a Henry McKenna for $30.
Right. Okay, let's put it this way.
Anymore.
This is $60?
Yeah.
Okay. For $15 to $20 more, would you rather have this or an Elijah Craig barrel proof? And do you think that that's enough price difference? Both limited.
Well, of course not, Sarah.
Okay, I think that this should be
This is
less.
overpriced.
I think it should be about $10 less. That's just, I mean...
10 to 15.
Is it really that bad?
I think the 10 to 15 is because it is a mostly distillery exclusive.
Sure, and I get it. I understand it. But for me, I'm just trying to put it in perspective. If this is the Heaven Hill spectrum, and it falls here... how do we think about it versus other things?
Let's look at it from the distillery's point of view.
Okay.
From a cost perspective, they have to get their master blender to get some 5 and some 6 and some 7 and some 8 and some 9, blend those all together and find the right ratios to get something that's nice and balanced. And this is more higher maintenance than this guy right here.
Totally.
How is everyone doing?
And I hear you. However, from a consumer perspective...
all comes down to taste.
Right. Yeah. Taste, and when I'm looking on the shelf, and I am the average person who doesn't know all that or isn't thinking about all that, like, why the justification, right? For why is this only $10 or $15 less than Elijah Craig Barrel Proof? Or why is this, 2.5 times the cost of this? Like, it's hard to wrap your head around. But at the same time, if you're visiting the distillery, I get it. It's not going to be a widely released thing. So, fair.
This
fair.
Obviously falls towards marketing where they said, it's called Five Brothers, so let's have 5 different ages blended together. So
sure. It's a delicious souvenir.
Yes. It was like working against itself in that way. We have to make the title make sense. Let's get 5 different ages, blend them together. So.
Well, and I think that they also have what's the word? A gap. When a lot of people come to the distillery, I think a lot of them are hoping to get there early, stand in line, get a Parker's Heritage, get a William Heaven Hill, or an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Oh, Fitzgerald.
And so many times of the year, they're going to be sold out of those things. This is something that's a distillery exclusive that if you do come for one of those things and you don't get anything, maybe you walk away with this instead. And it's quality. So I'm not bashing it at all.
I think every distillery should have a distillery exclusive. And then the distilleries that don't have a distillery exclusive is stupid.
Like, it's a good business.
You're being dumb.
But it's a good business model.
Exactly.
Right? But from the business side, from the consumer side, you should just know what you're getting into.
Grab that grenade.
This distillery exclusive I like a lot.
This distillery exclusive, the little grenade is what it's actually called Elijah Craig Barrel Select. It's 125 proof. These are about $25 for a 375. I believe this is 375.
Say hi to Swan and congratulate him on his studio space.
Congratulations, Swan, and hi, and thank you.
And also, you're the best. And also, don't ever move away from us.
Yes.
Because we'll find you.
But also, Eric C. with a very generous super chat. He says, a little something to the Bourbon Fund.
Summertime Bourbon Cheers.
Bourbon Cheers.
Here's my triangle.
Thank you. Thank you, Eric. We appreciate that.
Thanks, Eric. Oh, that was the laptop.
Yeah, so I guess, they already had this distillery exclusive. So this is definitely the better value. These are delicious.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
But maybe if you're not into this proof, then you go here. I don't know.
Well, if you're not into 125 proof, add water, add ice, get it to your proof. And you've stretched that little 375 much further.
Also, I think that little 375 makes a great gift. So, this is just what I feel. It is spicy in here now.
I just want to know why.
Todd says, I feel like I have superpowers. I'm blue double
dee double down. And I'm blue double dee double down.
Not at all how it goes, but it's close enough.
Completely will probably get copyright struck for that.
Oh, because it was so good?
Sounds like the CD.
Okay. All right. I feel like we should move on to our last thing.
Let's do it.
I should rinse.
I still have one clean Glencairn. Oh dear. Okay, story time.
Story time.
I can tell this is gonna be
tough.
No,
that's gonna be impossible. How are you gonna open that?
I got a knife over here.
Wait. Nope.
Yeah.
It's a false opening.
Oh boy. Okay.
I think.
So, we were doing a tasting at Justin's House of Bourbon. Our first tasting at the Louisville location.
Yeah.
And again, this was for Jay's birthday, and
we showed his picture earlier.
Met a lot of great new friends.
Who we hope we all named appropriately.
Oh, thank God. I hope we did too.
It's too late for that.
Yeah, I know.
I already did it.
And it was also the first time we've done a tasting at Justin's where it was blind. Because that's kind of how
Which is amazing.
These guys do weekly, virtually with each other and stuff.
Can I just say I feel like I redeemed myself a little bit from the ADHD whiskey blind.
God.
Because I got the first two, I mean, not exactly right, but I nailed certain parts of them that, like to use Chad's words, right off the bat. Like the first one was that cow bottle from the picture.
And you said this is a cow bottle.
No, I said this is definitely from the 70s.
I also said vintage.
It's 90 proof. Vintage can be... please narrow down. I said 70s. I got the decade. Anywho, which apparently people don't like to hear.
Anyhoozle.
And then for the second one, I literally sipped it a couple times. Everyone was talking, and I turned to the room and I was like, let it be known that I think that this is Old Forester. And it was President's Choice. Which I think I've actually missed in the past.
Okay, I got that.
And it was. It was.
Yeah, it was.
And then I started talking after that, and I was drinking more, so I stopped focusing, and
That's true.
I didn't know.
I was off on Old Carter. There was an Old Carter there, but it wasn't.
It wasn't the one he thought it was.
It wasn't the one that I thought it was.
I think it's a fair guess though when you go to Justin's.
But someone else made that same
guess
that I did. Possible, but
okay.
Maybe. Never mind.
TBD.
There we go. Okay.
So we first met these fine folks at the New Orleans Bourbon Festival in 20.
These folks, not the folks that we drank with.
But we tried this.
Yes.
At the Justin's House Bourbon tasting.
It
was our last blind option, and I had no idea.
This was a lot of people's
what it was.
First favorite. It was some people's second favorite. It was our second favorite, but only behind a 70s vintage 12-year-old Ezra, which who distilled that. But let me just tell you what this is. This is...
Todd's cracking me up. I'm sorry.
Oh, I titled this wrong in the description. It's actually Blackback. It's from Silverback Distillery, which is in Virginia. It's straight bourbon whiskey. It's the Alpha Series. It's a single barrel. It is selected by the Bourbon Society. It is 5 years, and it's 112.8 proof.
I can't believe it's only 5 years.
I know. I can't believe it's... I mean, 128. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fair. So yeah, we tasted this there and had no idea. Haven't had this one before. We have had, I think it was in 2016 or 2017. I think it was 2017 was the first year we went to the New Orleans Bourbon Festival.
Riggleman Reserve?
Christine Riggleman Reserve. Mm-hmm. And so we bought a bottle of that because we liked it so much. And they were like a newer distillery at the time. And we haven't seen anything in our area from them since, really. And then all of a sudden this pops up in a blind. Everyone loves it. And then they reveal it. And I was like, wait, I know them. I know them.
Yeah.
They're so cute. It's like mother-daughters.
The Riggleman Reserve is actually the one that we gave to the Whiskey Vault because we were like, how do you give them something they haven't had? And we thought, this is limited enough and out there enough that they probably haven't had it. So we gave them that bottle. And they did a review on it. That's been about a year ago or something now. So. Yeah, but you can go watch that if you like over there on their channel. But that was like a $250, $300 bottle. This was $65 for a 375. Now, yeah, I know that's expensive, but I am glad that they offer these in 375s.
Yeah.
$750 would no doubt be over $100, but to do...
I mean, it sounds like it would be about $200.
I mean, if it tracked, you usually pay more for smaller amounts. So, like, per ounce, you get a better value on a 175 than you do a 50 mil or 100, 200 mil.
Now, tasting this separate from when we had it in the blind, because we had other things, right, which impacts sometimes your perception.
But we also have tonight.
If I were to blind taste this and give you an age, I would probably say 5 to 6 years. Now, as of today. As of Friday, I wouldn't have said that. It also has very strong, I think, like, coffee chocolate notes. So, if you're not into that...
I don't get coffee.
Buyer beware. I do. I get espresso bean. Like, chocolate-covered espresso bean.
Maybe after
But I really like that.
Again.
I mean, it's rich.
It's
rich. I'm shocked that they got this much flavor at that age.
I get a very deep syrup, but it's like a fruity citrus syrup, which is really good.
I mean, the thing that really excites me is that it tastes like this at 5 years. Like, what's it going to taste like at 8 years? Or 7, even 7. Like, look how, I mean, it's just so dark and rich and syrupy.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And, like, I love to find smaller distilleries that I can 100% get behind the price point on that for. Mm-hmm. It makes my heart happy. Like, because, we can all keep giving our money to big distilleries. We all know they're going to make great stuff. Like, and there's also nothing wrong with buying something that you enjoy.
Yeah.
But I also love to, I mean, where would we be if people hadn't believed in us, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of feel the same way about smaller distilleries. Like, if you're doing it right, I 100% want to support you.
Yeah, I mean, smaller distilleries...
There's a lot.
Have higher overhead, so that shows up in the price of their bottles. And that's no new thing, so I don't think anyone's shocked.
But I feel like that's why they're so divisive, is because...
Right.
a lot of them also, there's not a lot of information out there on them because they're regional or they have small distribution.
Mm-hmm.
And so you really don't know what you're getting when you spend that $60-$70 on their bottle. And it's a roll of the dice. Sometimes you get something that's great, and sometimes you get something that's not so great.
Mm-hmm.
That's, 2 years old and maybe shouldn't have been put out yet.
Yeah.
And I think that might turn a lot of people off to small distilleries. But I really appreciate it when they do stuff like this.
You know what?
I get really excited. I don't know if you can tell that I'm very excited about it.
Well, it's so cool to see a newer distillery, and we're going to say newer, even if you're 10 years and younger, honestly, because you're dealing with an industry that has 225-year-old, distilleries. So, yeah, newer distillery, but that can bring such flavors in a young age, because it usually takes such a long time to tweak and turn things, and it's such a long game process of making whiskey. So to find a newer distillery that can do that is always so awesome.
We should compare this to the Riggleman's Reserve, because we do have it open. I mean,
we do.
Got a minute. I could go grab it. Also, I just really love this, and I'm going to call it out. Brandon Knight, who just jumped on the live, jumped in the comments to say, I have been rescuing a woodpecker, gotta watch the replay. Like, he was busy saving an animal's life and was like, but I gotta let them know.
Why I haven't been talking.
I'm here for 1 second to let you know why I'm not here.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that.
Reminds me of the time we saved the squirrel.
Yeah, it reminds me of the squirrel.
Yeah.
That's too funny. Swan says 3 Chord has excited me. Their age on some whiskeys they source is suspect, but the flavor is actually nice.
True.
I completely agree with you. Like, say what you want about the whole, like, sonic disturbances and, like, that stuff. When you taste 3 Chord, it tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, real good.
Yeah.
So I'm a hard time arguing with that. Whatever they're doing, it's working.
True. Yeah. No, I feel the same.
And I feel the same way about Blackened, though. Like...
Mm-hmm.
You think it's all gimmicks, and we talked about this in our Celebrity Whiskeys video, but you taste something and you're like, actually. And when Dave Pickrell's involved, it's like,
brings some legitimacy.
Who are you to argue with Dave Pickrell?
I would put this...
You be respectful.
On our winter list, because I am actually getting some holiday, like figgy pudding type of things here. It's those darker plum and fruit flavors,
Definitely.
And then the proof is just giving you the hug and the feels, and
you keep saying that.
Okay.
You keep that up.
That's all I had, but I'll improvise.
Oh no! Rinse the glass.
Yeah. What do you guys feel about stairs? Because I just feel like they're always up to something.
No, Chad.
Not that?
Not that.
Oh, talk about bourbon? Okay, fine. Yeah, a lot of... I mean, it's got some spice in there. It's sort of baking spices.
Okay.
This is got a lot of dark stone fruit stuff happening here. And
it does.
And it's really good. I guess I'll have to save some here for comparison.
Yeah, you save.
Okay.
All right, just real quick. We got 2 minutes. I mean, not like anyone's going to shove us off.
I mean, YouTube doesn't kick us off at 9 o'clock or anything.
No, but I like to be, what is this? Why is this here?
Ty Koopa said, because we officially haven't ever uncorked it, says, Blackened shocked me because of how light it was. I was expecting a punch of proof, but it works so well. It's a really nice whiskey. Todd, have you had their barrel proof version of Blackened? I hadn't until...
I probably got too much for myself.
Recently, and actually my friend that I was talking... That's good.
It makes a nice glug-glug sound.
My friend that I was talking about earlier, Kevin... He bought it for me for my birthday, and I was like, "Wow, very impressed at the barrel proof."
They want to know if they're supposed to drink when I get up. I feel like it's rarer that I get up,
so I feel drink.
Like you double drink.
You double the drink.
Or, I mean, I'm not gonna. No one. I mean, it's the honor system here. You do you. They want the overtime. I think maybe we'll give them some.
Yeah, we'll give you some overtime. Oh
man, this is syrupy.
You know what?
Wait, where's mine? Oh, did you combine them?
I did not. So I don't know what you did. You must have drank it. I mean, you can pour more.
Did you move it? Was it here?
There was an empty one there that I moved
No, it wasn't empty. It's okay.
I feel like it was this one.
Let me smell it.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was doing there. Okay, so we each have our Blackback on the right. We have a Riggleman Reserve on the left. This is a tweet.
Just a little. Just a tiny bit. Perfect. Just so I have enough to compare.
Oh, yeah. Right. Pencils down for a second. Would have thought we would have said this top of the episode, but, we had so much going on. We had technical difficulties last week. So that whole tasting, that whole blending session with Balcones got cut short. But I feel like we got there.
We did.
In the results. We couldn't blend anything as good as Lineage.
Because, they are professionals, and it was our first time.
And we did it once.
It would honestly be insulting if two people who did it once their first time around with Texas whiskey
would have been luck.
Did it better.
Would have been luck.
It would have been pure luck. I mean, what an insult that would be to be like, haha, we did better than you.
Yeah.
No, it was fun, though.
The problem was identified. It was the laptop wasn't fully charged. We have a plug down here that we leave down here and plug it in every time, and for whatever reason, a connection wasn't making, and the laptop didn't charge. And then when we relaunched it, it was the same thing. It was like, yeah, you got power. No, just kidding, you don't.
You don't.
So that's what happened.
Funny though, the same thing actually just happened to me upstairs earlier with like hair tools. I tried to plug in my hair straightener and it wouldn't turn on, and so I had to plug something that had one of those like clickable buttons to like reset the outlet.
Yep.
And then it worked after that. So I'm wondering if like that outlet got kicked for whatever reason.
Well, it's on a multi-plug and everything else is powered, so
who knows?
Good theory.
But you're wrong.
It was just a connection either here or at the brick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, oops.
Oopsies.
Now we'll always come with a fully charged laptop.
I will always, when I plug it in, make sure that it is actually
for you.
We're at 100% right now, so no worries.
For you. But I will say, if you guys have like groups of people, if you guys do bourbon nights with like small groups and stuff, that blending kit, if you can buy that from them, highly really recommend. It was fun. Mm-hmm. It would be cool to see like, because we had a lot. It would be cool to see like each person come up with their own blend, and then everybody. I don't know if there's enough in it. You might have to buy two, but if everybody could blind, and then the winner gets something. Mm-hmm. I don't know. You do you. It's your night. So yeah. Yeah,
Carl. I think it was Texas whiskey just working against us last week. We were trying to give Texas whiskey a more spotlight, but
it's gonna be hard to beat this.
I think Big Whiskey was just like no.
They were like nah. Joseph wants to know: are we drinking the rye? What rye?
No rye here.
No rye tonight.
So what is on our left, which Sarah's drinking right now, is Christine Riggleman Reserve. This is a very limited. Single barrel Virginia bourbon whiskey. It is.
These are so
56%.
different.
56%. 112 proof.
112, yeah.
112 proof. Of only 179 bottles. This is batch number 1, folks. This is actually pretty historic right here.
Come here. Say hi.
So 112 versus 128.
Say hi. Say hi. It's my birthday. No, you want to leave? Okay, I'm not gonna make you stay. Oh, you okay? Did you hit your head?
She's fine.
She's fine. She's probably like, hey, can I get some food?
She's like, oh boy, they're drinking again. They forgot about my dinner.
Do you feel like...
Wow, no, this is good.
It's really good. They're very different. Very different. This one... I mean, it has to be sourced, right?
I don't think so.
But they haven't been around for that long. How could it be?
Let's see.
Or maybe they have, and we just don't know.
In this... Well, I don't think so, because listen to this. In this bottle is my heart, my passion, and my fire. It is an honest...
You taste it.
It is as honest and true as it is relentless. This is an embodiment of what it means to be a forerunner in a new generation of master distillers. This is something old, yet entirely new. This is my statement, my whiskey, Christina Riggleman. This is something old, yet entirely new, so it might be. It says distilled and bottled by Silverback Distillery.
There you go. I would have sworn.
Virginia.
Okay, but based on the mouthfeel, the flavor that's coming from this, like, I honestly think that might be a compliment.
Yeah.
That I would assume that it had to have been sourced.
There's no age statement, so that would mean it has to be at least 4 years old.
But it tastes older than that.
It does. It's very rich.
The mouthfeel is so rich and like silky. I think it's great. It's not sourced.
It's really good.
I would have put money.
Oh, wow. It does. Yeah, it's got like almost like that leather of older products.
Yeah. I'm like, how did you do it? I don't know.
Wow. Might need to get Christine on the phone and just ask her a few questions. Not right now. I don't have her number. But I just need to ask her about
I have her daughter's
this.
Instagram.
There you go. There you go.
Baby Hooch on Instagram.
Baby Hooch.
She's so cute. I love her.
All right, now let's compare it to the Blackback.
Okay. They're different.
Different noses, for sure. This one's more...
This is grape.
It is grape.
And it's like...
Rum. It's more rum.
It's very like, like boom powerful, too.
Boom, boom, pow.
And this
it's got that boom, boom, pow.
More like... Can I call it sexy? Is that okay? Like silky, like chill, but it's here for a good time. This one is like... I don't know how to do its impression.
This one's a gorilla.
No.
This one's...
I mean, maybe.
I mean, that's Silverback. That's what it's named after.
Okay, so tell me all about all of your experience with gorillas.
Well, Sarah, I've been to a zoo before.
Okay, so like one.
No. And this one's more like the bottle. I mean, it's more like the bottle shape. This is more elegant, more nuanced, etc., etc. Christopher.
They're both really tasty, honestly.
I'm really enjoying my bottle of New Riff Bottled and Bond Rye from Shared Pour. Cheers, Chad and Sarah. Well, thank you much. Yeah, Shared Pour is who we partner with
for some of our picks.
For some of our picks. That's
like
right.
the Nulus.
That's where our Nulus are coming from right now. Thank you much for that.
Yeah. Bing. This is nice. I like them both. Do I have to choose? I also don't know that I'm in the mindset to choose.
No, but
I just had a hard time saying the word mindset, so I don't know if I can choose.
I do definitely get more grape on this after coming off of the reserve.
When you go back to it, yes,
Dang.
The grape is like very present.
I would put this up against some Stag because I'm sort of getting that Buffalo Trace grape.
I agree completely.
Not for
Which
tonight.
Which is a wild thing to say.
Not for tonight. But some crazy fly fight here in the near future.
And I'm not saying like, yeah, definitively. Like we would have to do it first. Like don't go out and be like, it's like Stag. I want that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe you do want it just from our description. I just love them. They're great. I love the whole family thing. They're nice.
Oh, sorry. Did I stroke the neck of this bottle?
Maybe I did.
Joseph is saying...
Did I do it?
Well, they said this is a bottle that Chad should not stroke the neck. Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think that was intentional? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Obviously, it wasn't.
I mean, maybe. It sells, right?
I mean, that's what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher says, Oh, wait, you already said that. And so that's how you know that the H has been added.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody sent me a card the other day. I had, like, sent an email, and they sent me an email back or a card or something with an H on it. And I was like, how'd they know I'm drunk?
I mean, they just took a shot in the dark and...
But it wasn't in the dark because I had sent the first correspondence with my name spelled correctly.
No,
and
I'm saying
came back
they took a shot in the dark that when you got it, you were drinking. And
oh, well, how'd they know?
they were right.
Man, Tyler throwing it back. Tyler says, R.I.P. in peace, which is rest in peace, but cute. Sweet Prince Harambe. Wow. From the Cincinnati Zoo? You don't remember Harambe? How can you claim to know about gorillas and you don't know about Harambe?
Oh, Prince Harambe. Okay. Yes, of course.
He doesn't know anything. No, you just stop there. How did you know? This was a semi-national news story.
I was sick that day?
Okay. It was for, like, forever. But if you've ever seen a meme... No?
I call them memes.
I swear. I hate you.
Cool. Time for a Wendy's run.
No. Veto.
No.
Although that does sound good.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lance.
Oh my God, Joseph, I can't even read that on air.
Ew, no. Ew, Joseph, no. No, don't read it. No. So annoying.
I feel like Joseph has the zip hoodie like half unzipped right now. It's feeling a little froggy.
Goodness. This is what happens when we go 9 minutes late.
I know, you go into overtime and it becomes, it's Bourbon Night After Dark.
It just gets...
It gets 1-900 instead of 877. Mash now.
I heard you can make a lot of money that way, though.
On Only Drams?
Yeah, that's what I want to make, an Only Drams, and it's just like sexy bottle footage and like people drinking. I mean,
pause for
it's what people post on bourbon groups and like their Instagrams and stuff. Anyways,
I mean, they call it bourbon porn for a reason.
Why not just make it a thing?
I mean, who we all kidding?
Only Drams. But that's trademark Matt Porter, ADHD whiskey.
I'm gonna have to cue up like some sexy background music when we get
Please don't
talking to this type of stuff. I don't have anything queued up,
but
only thing I can do is glockenspiel.
Ray says, I left to make dinner. What the heck did I come back to?
Only Drams.
Put on the Barry White, says Lance. It's bourbon late night. Men, they like it, says Doug. Oh,
hi, are you looking for some hot cork pop action? Well, honestly, you've come to the right place.
I feel like that's a faux ad that we make and we put out to patrons only because
you remember that
you have to,
You remember that episode of 30 Rock where they discovered Liz Lemon's early, it was some type of phone sex line, and she was one of the actresses. You remember that episode?
No, but Scott Pixley says, welcome to the Dickel Hour on Only Drams.
Oh
my God.
Wow.
That is the most hilarious thing ever.
We may need to call Trev and become his agent.
He's got to enter the line shirtless with the captain's hat.
We want to represent you for the Dickel Hour on Only
Drams. Someone don't tell him I think we're being creepy.
Sarah,
he's probably still here.
We are.
Is he here?
Absolutely being creepy.
Oh, we're 100% being creepy.
Absolutely being creepy. This is extra innings.
Glenn and Kathy want to know, but is that bottle 18 years old?
Oh my, well, it's not every day.
And Adam Terry's here saying, are you looking for lonely single barrels in your area?
Do you want to talk with hot, sexy single barrels in your area? Well, pause for cork pop.
If I knew a web developer who could I always
you don't need to know
whip
code.
This up.
You don't need to know code these days.
You just
go to
the Square,
Squarespace,
or Shopify, or whatever.
Find a creepy template.
It just would be such a fun.
You don't need to know code.
Fake site. You know what I mean? It's just parody.
This fake site might become real, because I know people are looking for hot, high-proof single barrels in their area.
I would love to put this out as an April Fool's thing, but then if it
oh my God, you all are in on the joke. You all will get it.
You
318 people.
Yeah.
Will. Everyone else will be like, what?
What is this?
Thinking.
I'll be like, this is creepy. I'm never watching this channel again. Unsolicited tickle pics. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. You guys gotta stop it. Stop. It's too good. It's too easy.
Wow.
I cannot.
Pull out your whiskey thief and dip into this barrel. Pop the bunghole.
This is
for
terrible.
This single barrel.
But honestly,
wow.
I guarantee you, everyone who's ever been on a tour or a barrel pick and heard those words has giggled a little
yes.
Lonely single barrels in your area. Are you looking to make a small batch?
Oh my God.
Oh, shit. Brian Brennick says, Sarah says fake site. I say $1 million idea. Mm-hmm. Shark Tank, here we come.
Again,
please tell me this episode is being recorded. Miss Man, it will be available for replay. No, it's not our copyright. It's Matt Porter's, but we'll get him on it too.
Well, he's like...
We'll do some sweater vest action.
Yeah,
there will be a whole...
Hot sweater vest action.
Yeah. With his whisper voice, that'll be a whole thing.
Oh,
ASMR.
ASMR,
yes.
Yeah.
We'll have that whole thing.
Oh, man.
Man, this is what happens when you get the H and the Z. And
H and the Z. Are you down with the H and the Z?
13 minutes after.
How much for an HZ?
After time. Lance says
you can't afford it.
Overtime has gone off the rails quickly. It's true.
Agreed.
This is what happens.
Well, you know.
Also, I should have eaten more than a salad. Eaten.
Who's eaten? Who's eaten? Well, this is what happens when you say, hey, this 12-year-old 1792 we should try against their foolproof.
And then we'll get this and that.
We should try. Yeah. Yeah. So many drams here on Only Drams.
You guys are naughty.
Wow. We'll cut you in on the action, Matt Porter.
I feel like everyone that's here gets a... Well, if I gave you all 1%, that would
be...
If
everyone here gave us $1...
0.1%.
We could build this empire.
No, if everyone here gave us $1, we'd only have $314.
That's all it costs.
looking for a stag near you.
The H is O.
You guys are killing me.
That's right.
Derek, that was good.
The stag bucks.
Wow, this got so inappropriate so fast, but I'm amused.
It's good time.
Just because it's parody. Everybody knows those. You stay up after midnight, you watch certain channels. It's just there.
Certain channels.
Well, I remember being in like middle school or high school, and I would stay up till like midnight watching Whose Line Is It Anyway, and then sometimes I would...
Comedy Central?
Yeah, and then sometimes I would just leave it on, and then it would just be like stuff like that, and I'd be like, well, hello.
So that exists.
I'm not of age.
Nick saying, blend the Dickel with chicken cock. 2 bourbon? Oh, yeah. I mean, chicken cock is ripe for, it's right there.
We're definitely demonetized now.
No, it's fine. You go this...
You're usually the one...
You go this long into it, they're like, yeah,
That's
fine.
what... I was with my water.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. Wow, I feel like we've driven away at least 15 people.
No, not at all. If you like this Oli Drams idea, give us a thumbs up. There's 150 right now. There's 300 watching. I feel like we should double that
we
real
credit
quick.
Matt Porter.
Yeah.
With the Only Drams
With the Only
idea.
Drams. But we're taking it
to the next level.
to the next level.
And like there will be a sweater vest section for the people who like that.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah, a little, you know, he's like just a little teddy bear, which completely works.
He has.
Mm-hmm.
He can have his own section.
That's right. That's right.
All right, if we pull all of our resources, maybe we can make this a thing.
Absolutely.
I feel like it hasn't been. It's the frontier.
Untapped.
It's the frontier of the whiskey community.
It's untapped and it needs to be uncorked.
Chase. Oh my gosh, it's just too easy. Sometimes it's just like shooting fish in a barrel.
Pause for cork pop.
Ew. Yeah. I didn't like that. All right, I think that's a good note to end on. That one I did not like. Derek says solid live for my first one. Wow.
Oh, wow.
We normally...
This is
I mean, yes,
one for the books.
We're normally this entertaining,
One
but
for the books.
we don't normally go down this path. This is a new path for us. So
It'll only happen in extra innings in overtime.
yeah.
That's the IBM After Dark.
Yeah. Well, now I won't feel
Time.
bad if we don't go live next Sunday in respect for everyone's vacation time / long weekends, because I feel like we gave you enough this week.
I feel like we gave you a load of content.
That's disgusting.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Sarah?
What are you talking about, Chad? What do you mean, you people?
What? We did, yeah. And I'm loving these content. Wow. Comments.
That's how you know it's time to go.
I'll give you some content.
Ray, thank you for that $10, an early investment in Only Drams.
Do you want to get on the ground floor, Ray? You're there.
He could be the Jon Snow.
Absolutely, he's a Jon. He's sitting in a Jon Snow chair. He's saying,
Winter is coming.
"Oh my God." Yep.
I can't believe I just said that on the internet.
And my name is Winter.
Wow. I can't believe I just said that on the internet. I regret it immediately.
That's how you know.
But it was just a sitting duck of a
Bourbon
joke.
works.
It had to be said. I'm sorry.
It's like a roast. Yeah.
It had to be said.
It had to be said.
All right. And I'm done. And scene.
And scene. There we go. All right. Well, that'll do it for us. Forever.
Forever. I'm never coming back.
No.
After this.
Not
How
ever.
can you?
You can't. You can't come back.
You
can't come back from
We
us.
should never have.
No.
Should never have
We're
done
in a
this.
different time slot now. It's just after hours.
Oh, gosh.
Who's Winter?
All right. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we will see you guys
Very soon.
when we see you. TBD, right? But yeah, thanks so much, everybody, and we'll see you until next time. Drink more bourbon. Bye-bye.
Bye.